Alright guys, we still got some more comedians coming up. We're nearing the end, so keep the energy going for Zach Hunt.
Hey guys, I just turned 35 Friday. Don't know. This sucks kid. Like, I kind of came to the epiphany too, like, the older you get, you kind of get money and gift cards more as like an achievement. Like, oh, you got to 36, here's $20. Because the older you get, it's less and less. It becomes a dinner, a phone call, and then like a bitching fit about coming over to visit you because you're dying. So, I turned 35, don't cry. If you guys really want to hear what's bugging the shit out of me, one show in particular, the Today Show. And like, that shit's been in my house forever. Like, ever since I was a kid, my mom's had that on. And I've been a drug addict for 20 years, so guess where I've lived most of my life? And like, it always starts off the same way. Like, at least when I was younger, you hear about some political scandals, maybe about some war going on. But anymore, it's like, hi folks, hot topic sweeping the nation. Scientists have been saying that you might actually be a Cocker Spaniel and not a Chihuahua. Stay tuned after the commercial break and we'll have a doctor from Kidwell Bench University here to weigh in on the subject. And then it'll cut to a commercial. You hear some shit that should be the fucking news, but somehow it's an infomercial. Did you live in North Carolina from 1920 to 2020? You have AIDS. And then the other day, like that concussion that happened during the game that was on, it's kind of weird because like that had to be the least televised concussion they had. That's the most talked about one. And like they're like, well, concussions are actually on the downtrend. Like last year there was 275, and this year they're down to 186. And that's a weird way of saying, well, only 186 people are eventually going to shoot their family and themselves inside of a Walmart. It's kind of weird. You know, somebody was talking about gay. Somebody throw 3 little pegs in on that as well. Not bad, promise. You know, I hear a lot about homophobia. Did it cut off? Hello? All right. I hear a lot about homophobia every day, like it's at its peak right now, which is fucking stupid. Because the 70s had to be the height of homophobia, at least hands down. And like even then you can find hypocrisy. Because I guarantee you at least once this conversation happened. Look buddy, we ain't about that gay stuff. You need to take that on over there. Me and my friends are gonna go listen to a real man rock out. Maybe you've heard of him, Elton John. I bet they felt pretty silly in the 80s. And if you guys go to gay for stay, I worked in jail for 6 years. I didn't see too much of it, but it's a phenomenon where people will convert to being a homophobe, a homosexual, or a lesbian while they're in prison out of necessity. But the thing is, depending on what your gender is, that's a totally different experience. Because gay for stay in women's prison, it's pretty nice. There's a lot of camaraderie, cuddling, you know, I got your back, you got mine. But you don't want someone to have your back in men's prison. Ever. Especially in the shower. You know, everybody's talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, so I'm gonna throw 2 pegs in on that as well. The one person that I don't hear a lot about, but like I remember when I saw the first documentary 13 years ago, was the Asian guy. They got out of the house and had like a hole already drilled in his head, and like the cops stopped him, thought it was just a liver squirrel. But you guys, that was a great opportunity to stop Asian ape.
Nice, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll end on this. One thing I will say about Jeffrey Dahmer, hands down, dude loved the bone. All right, thank you.